All right, boys. Well, we made it back for a second episode.
We made it back.
By popular demand. I
We
don't know. I don't know if I'd call it that, but we are back,
are
and
back.
we got a lot to talk about today.
Oh, do we
got
ever?
we got a lot of football stuff to go over, mainly NFL. But we will touch
Yeah.
on the college first and
Yeah,
just kind
well,
of get
yeah,
that
we'll
out
get
of
the
the way.
college out of the way. But
Uh,
hopping right into that, Ohio State.
yeah,
Like
that was bad.
that
That was
screwed
bad.
our
We're not going to
predictions right
waste any
over.
time.
Like our predictions screwed on that.
Yeah, I made ourselves look a little stupid, but that's all right.
I mean, I didn't see Miami beating them at all.
No, I really didn't see that either, but
Like
it is what it is. I'm not emotionally invested into that game, so
I'm
I'm
not
not
pressed about
bothered.
it, but
Honestly, kudos to Miami. They've won two back-to-back
yeah,
super tough games.
yeah, they have.
I don't know. Maybe they can go all the way.
Yeah, I mean,
It's tough to say otherwise
you
right
knock out
now.
Ohio State. Now, I mean, they're gonna get Ole Miss, who, I
Yeah,
mean, they
Ole Miss looks good. And you know
like,
what?
what's their quarterback's name again?
Trinidad Chambliss.
Trinidad Chambliss.
Yeah,
Three
that's
hundred
also an elite name.
and
Yeah,
362 yards,
yeah.
30 for 46. Like
Good
that's
stuff, man, against the good Georgia defense.
yeah, and that was
Uh,
just a back and forth game the whole way.
yeah, obviously I took Georgia, and I was fairly confident in Georgia from a fan standpoint. I probably wanted Ole Miss to win. I just didn't really think they were gonna win.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean,
I saw something after though that made me kind of not really regret it, but maybe should have thought a bit more about taking Ole Miss. But it's like, sure, Lane Kiffin wasn't there, but this is still a Lane Kiffin trained team.
that's what
I
I
don't
was kind of
remember where I
saying.
saw it, but
And I feel like if anything,
yeah,
they're playing with a chip on their shoulder after he left,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And they didn't really like the couple games he was gone before playoffs. I mean, they didn't look any different. They were
No,
still playing well,
no. I
and
mean, Tulane is kind of a scratch
yeah,
of a
100%.
game, but to beat Georgia like that, that's pretty impressive. So
Yeah, and now like
yeah,
you have to give them their respect.
yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
Alabama by 2 scores, isn't that what you said?
I think I did say that. Yeah,
And I laughed, and
yeah.
you go, "No, I'm serious." And they didn't even put up a touchdown.
Didn't they a late game? I think they got
They
a late
were
game touchdown. But
no, they
we're
lost 38-3.
okay. Never mind.
Looking at it right here.
Okay. Well, no, that was a horrific game
Yeah,
by
that
Alabama.
was bad.
That was as
Alabama
bad as it
never
gets.
they never looked good in that game at all.
Uh,
Like I
and
had it on kind of in the background, and
yeah,
all I kept hearing was Indiana, Indiana,
yeah,
Indiana, Indiana.
yeah. No, they looked elite.
They did.
They looked elite.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I'll be honest, I still don't think they're winning it.
I still don't think so either.
I
And
like
maybe this is a really bad take after watching them play this week, especially with how I thought Bama was going to beat them. But I don't know.
I don't know. I don't like I
I don't
mean,
even have anything against them. I think they're all right school
yeah.
and whatnot. But
Like
I,
Oregon shut out Texas Tech.
yeah,
Like to shut them out is
I
insane.
don't, I don't think they would. So if they beat Oregon and they play Ole Miss, I think they lose. I think if they beat Oregon, they play Miami. I
And
think they win.
then they'll win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um.
I think it's Ole Miss or well, actually if Oregon gets by Indiana, I think they could be either Ole Miss or Miami.
I mean, they could beat anyone, but
Well,
I don't think
obviously,
they
but
beat Ole Miss.
yeah.
Um. I I will say I think, not to predict already, but I think they beat Oregon.
Ole
I
Miss
think they're gonna beat Oregon.
or Indiana.
They play Oregon.
Indiana you're talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah. Yeah, I think they
Um.
do. I think Oregon's little Lynn Sandy run comes to an end. But
They're good. They're also good though too.
yeah,
They're
the only thing
they're good.
like Ole Miss, I do think gets by Miami as well. I mean, their offense is
Yeah.
top of college football. The only thing that I am worried about is their defense. Their defense hasn't been quite as good compared to Miami, at least.
Yeah.
Um,
Um.
But
the Oregon killed Texas Tech, and
yeah, Texas Tech never
I
had a chance in that game.
I never thought Texas Tech was that great.
No,
I thought they were good, but
I didn't. I didn't think
Oregon
they were bad enough
Oregon
to
beat
get
them
shut out.
way worse than I thought.
Yeah, I
Than
mean
I
only
thought they were going to beat them.
137 passing yards.
Really?
Yeah, like that's not what you want to see in a playoff game.
No, that's the worst. Almost
But
the worst
I
thing you
mean,
can
Texas
see.
Tech limited the run. I mean, it was
Did
just a
they?
pat. Yeah, I mean, Davison 15 rushes for 42 yards, and Whittington had 13 rushes for 31.
Okay.
So like combined, like 73 rush yards. Like nothing crazy. It was just the pass, and then obviously Oregon's defense. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like if you get shut out in football in the first half, it's typically difficult to respond in the second half. But it was only 6-0 after the
Depends.
first half,
Yeah, it
though.
depends on what you give up.
Yeah, I
Being
mean,
down anything under 14, and it's really not that bad.
yeah,
I mean, regardless, it's not good. You got to put up points, especially in a game like that. But
yeah. I mean, you get that far in the season
overall,
just to get
yeah,
shut out for your season
yeah,
done that way. I
no,
mean,
for sure.
like
And
both Texas Tech and Alabama, right? To have a good year and then
yeah,
to end the way they both ended,
oh,
it's
they ended horribly.
like that's the most frustrating. As like a fan watching,
Yeah,
right? It's like comparing to the Leafs, right? You watch them dominate regular season, then they can't do it in the playoffs. It's like,
yeah,
how can you do it all year?
yeah,
And you get to the biggest game and you just shut down.
yeah. Well, and you think even worse for Alabama. You're a fan base that's built on and expects to be not winning a bowl game isn't the expectation there. They want to be winning
Mm-hmm.
championships. I mean, that's kind of that's the good and bad of having a dude like Saban. It's good because he brings you so much success, but then when he's gone, the bar is just still that high, and it's almost
Yeah.
impossible to actually replicate.
Yeah.
Especially with NIL these days, it's
Yeah.
so tough.
Yeah. No.
But though, I mean, overall as a program, they're not going anywhere. They're not they're not going anywhere anytime soon. That's for sure. They're
Yeah.
a top SEC school, and they're going to be like that for a while.
Yeah. It's just the way
Yeah.
it is. I guess we'll throw in our predictions for the couple games this
Yes,
week.
we got Miami
Miami,
and
Ole
Ole
Miss are on
Miss.
Thursday, and then Oregon, Indiana are Friday. So Thursday, Ole Miss, Miami.
I could see that being similar to the Ole Miss Georgia game. I
Yeah,
think Ole Miss wins.
I just don't think. I think it would be similar, but lower scoring.
Yeah, no, it would be tough to replicate that kind of scoring, but I think
Yeah,
it's going to be a similar game
like I
style.
think it's like a 24-21, 28-24,
Yeah,
even 21-17,
I
like
could see
that
something
type of
like
game
that.
again.
Like I think Ole Miss is still going to win.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'm sleeping on Miami. They have played two really good games back to back.
yeah. Miami's defense
Uh,
has been very good.
I think this is the first. Not to not. Fuck.
Cut that
Yeah.
out.
Fuck. Shit. I don't even know. Where should we go back to?
Go back to Miami, Ole Miss.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miami's defense will be what keeps them in, without a doubt. Their offense
Yeah.
obviously isn't bad. I mean, they're
No,
here
they
for
can
a
still
reason.
hang offensively.
But I mean, their defense. I just saw it here. What is it? They average 13.1 points against per game. I mean, that's very good. Ole Miss
Yeah.
averages 20.4 points against per game. So that's where I think even a offense that's not as good as Ole Miss, they're going to get their chances to put up points against
Yeah.
still a good defense, but weaker in comparison to them, which I think is what's going to make the game close.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is the first. Not to knock Ohio State because they have a good offense. I think this is the first like elite offense
Yeah.
that they're gonna play. Because you kind of can go back to the fact that Ohio State has a good offense.
Yeah,
They have a
but
great offense,
but it's their
but
defense that's
not that. But it's the
elite.
sense that what tough defenses does Ohio State really play throughout the season?
That's
So it's
true.
tough to measure that.
Yeah,
When you
and
play an Ole Miss type of schedule, you're playing good defenses. The SEC isn't necessarily known um, for like the most elite defenses, but like it's good defensive ball. I mean,
yeah,
they they played really good this season. and they scored a lot of points. So I think I think that'll be enough for them to still win this game.
Yeah, and I mean, I will give Miami their flowers. I mean, I'm talking about them having a offense, obviously not as good as Ole Miss, but against arguably the top defense in college football in Ohio State, they put up 24. So if they can do that against Ole Miss, I mean, they give themselves a pretty good chance.
I think Ohio State's a top defense.
I mean, statistically speaking, they
I'm
are
not trying to read off stats. I don't think they're the
no,
best
but
defense.
still, statistically
They're
speaking,
good.
I
But
mean, they average 9 points against per game.
yeah, but who are the offenses they play?
I don't know.
Look at
Maybe.
their schedule, man. It's
Yeah,
baby shit.
no, but still, I mean, they are a good defense. They may not be the top in college football, but
Definitely not.
they're typically a good defensive team.
Yeah, they are. But
And Miami was able to get through them. But that's also where if you play some weaker teams in the regular season, you get to the playoffs, and now you're playing these good teams,
yeah.
and suddenly, like the stats, your stats against
Stats for the
lower
most
ranked
part
teams
go out the window for this
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
It's like the World Juniors. Like if you play like Denmark, Switzerland, and Germany in the prelims, like when you get to the quarterfinals and you actually play a good team, like you do typically kind of get, I don't know, the word's not coming to my head, but you kind of see your true colors against actual good teams.
Yeah.
Right, and that's where the upsets come in.
They can.
Right,
yeah.
So I am going to take Ole Miss though to beat Miami,
and then Indiana,
Oregon. Indiana. I want to take Oregon.
I do too.
I
like
really
Oregon.
do, but I'm gonna stick with.
I don't know if they're gonna win though.
I think I'm gonna stick with Indiana.
I'd
love to see Indiana just go undefeated all year and win the Natty. That would be.
I knocked. Sick, I think I knocked Indiana too much to not take them this week now.
Yeah.
So
Alabama by 2 scores and they put up 3 points.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be another tight one. I can't see them doing what they did to Alabama again. But
no, it'll definitely be a closer game.
I think it'll be a closer game. Oregon's pretty good all around.
Yeah.
I mean, this game could almost decide what quarterback gets off the board first.
Yeah.
Right now, Moore and Mendonza are 1 and 2 essentially.
Yeah.
I think they're both solid.
Moore throws left-handed, doesn't he?
No.
Does he not? Oregon did have a quarterback recently that was left-handed.
Yeah, they had.
I swear, because when I was playing a video game, their quarterback was left-handed.
Yes, no. Who's the dude on the Browns now?
Gabriel. Oh, Dylan Gabriel. That's who it is.
Yeah. He was at Oregon for a year.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think I could see Indiana winning about. I'll go 2017.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I don't think it'll be super high scoring.
No, I think both these games are going to be relatively low scoring.
Yeah, I can't see there being like just a full on shootout.
Yeah. No.
I feel like you don't see that super often in these kinds of games just because these teams are pretty well rounded overall. Yeah. It's not like you're typically not seeing just 2 offenses go up against 2 horrible defenses, you know.
No.
So I think it'll be somewhat low scoring, but
yeah.
I guess we can re-predict our national champions. I mean, there's only 4 teams left, but we both picked Ohio State.
I mean, I think at this point,
I'll take Ole Miss.
I will as well. Yeah. I think they'll go all the way, and I'd love to see Ole Miss, Indiana in the Natty, and then Ole Miss down 3 points with a minute and a half left. Just a game-winning drive to win it.
I mean, the Indiana story is going to make a good one regardless.
Oh yeah.
Whether they win the national championship or not, they've set their program up for success over the next at least 2 to 3 years. Yeah. Or if they can bring guys in off of just sort of even last year and this year's run, they can really flip a program around there.
Yeah,
it's not something you can just do in 2 to 3 years. You got to have success, like built up success over a few years.
Yeah,
but they're heading in the right direction.
100%.
And it's not always easy to fill the shoes of the guys you have in right now. But if you
Yeah.
do the proper recruiting and stuff, and they're a big enough school where enough money is there, then
Well, yeah.
they can make that
And
work.
once you get the ball rolling on better recruitment and player development,
Yeah.
then more guys are going to want to go there,
Yeah, for sure.
and it just all gets better from there.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we can head into some NFL stuff, but before we
do that, yeah.
have you ever had Quench?
Actually, today was my first time having it.
Really?
Yeah. Never tried it
And
before.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's good stuff. I'll give it to 'em. It's it's a good drink. Yeah.
Good stuff. We got the blue raspberry and tropical flow.
Yeah.
If you guys want to get Quench, go to quenchhydration.ca/24pod, all caps, and you can get 15% off. Or if you're just on quenchhydration.ca, just apply the code 24pod, all caps, TWOFOURPOD at checkout, and you will get 15% off your Quench.
And that
items.
will be in our bios everywhere.
It will be in our bios everywhere.
You can't really miss it.
No, you can't. Even if you try.
Well, I'm sure some of our buddies would find a way to miss it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But all right, NFL.
That's good stuff.
What do you want to talk about first here? There's a lot to.
All right. Well, we're gonna do our playoff brackets and stuff. We both filled them out.
We both filled out playoff brackets, so we can go into those first.
Yeah.
Now that the playoffs are set.
Yeah, because we'll recap this season kind of for each team.
Yeah, we'll just give a quick.
That'll take a little bit, so we'll do the playoff brackets first.
All right, so we'll start on the AFC side of things here.
Which side?
AFC.
Yeah, that side.
So first game we have, Bills Jaguars.
Bills Jags.
Buffalo rolling into Jacksonville. Jacksonville is hot.
Jacksonville's hot. Trevor Lawrence has been unreal the last 4 weeks.
I'll be brutally honest. I haven't watched a minute of Jacksonville football this year.
I
know they're good.
Although the only thing that slightly concerns me is I do remember getting a notification that Brian Thomas got injured in the last game.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if he's out. I don't know what his status is. If he's out, it's going to be tough for the Jags. But if he's in, I think Jacksonville could take this for sure.
Regardless, I think Buffalo wins that game. I think it's sort of abnormal for Buffalo to be starting on the road. Normally they have the division and they are at least getting one game in at home.
Mm-hmm.
This year they will not be getting anything at home, and it would take a freak scenario for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think Buffalo wins that game.
All right, I'm going to take the Jags.
Second game up, Pats Chargers.
Yeah, we'll go Pats Chargers.
That's Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, the Chargers, they've been really weird. Like they've started off hot and then they kind of coasted.
Yeah,
down the stretch, and the Pats, they started 1-2 and finished like 13-3 or whatever.
Yeah, but that was against the softest schedule I've ever seen. They played the draft order.
Sure, but at the same time, you got to beat teams you're supposed to beat, and
you have to beat them for sure.
They did beat some good teams.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, they.
I think the most concerning thing, if anything, for the Patriots is the one game against the Bills where they just completely shut down the second half and let Buffalo come back.
My concern with them is, so they finished 13-3?
I believe so.
Or no, 14-3.
14-3.
So who are those three losses? One of them was Pittsburgh.
So Pittsburgh, Buffalo,
one of them was Buffalo.
And the Raiders in week 1.
Okay.
So I'm not
count as a wash.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
Okay, so that's not as big. If the third team was another playoff team, that's maybe a bit of a red flag.
A little bit. My other thing is, but I also look at it as the other two losses being against playoff teams. It shows me that it does take a good team to beat them. Like they didn't
I mean, sure, but you're only playing good teams in the playoffs, so that doesn't really matter.
No, 100%. But if they went, say, 12-5 and they lost against, say, the Bengals and maybe the Falcons, then you're like, at that point, then I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't know how confident
every team's gonna mix in a sorry loss.
100%. But I mean,
it's inevitable. But I would be more worried if you went 12-5 and all 5 teams you lost to were playoff teams.
Yeah.
At that point, it's showing that you just can't handle it.
That's true. I mean, whether the Panthers are whether they should be in the playoffs or not. They smoked them. They beat the Bills in Buffalo.
That was a big game. I remember that. That was a game we almost went to.
Yeah. The one thing that does give me confidence is they've actually won a decent amount of fairly close games.
No, I think they'll win
I
this
mean,
game.
they beat the Bills by 3, even though they should have beat the Saints by more. They beat them by 6, beat the Bucks by 5, beat the Bengals by 6. More so, the point I'm getting at is Drake May, I think, is comfortable playing in close games and high pressure situations. I mean, that game against Baltimore,
Yeah,
he kind of showed out. So
yeah.
that's where I at least have the confidence for them
I
to
think they
get
win this
through
game.
this one for
They'll win
sure.
this game. I would be really surprised if the Chargers, with their O line, can go in and
Especially,
steal a win on the road.
yeah, like
Um,
I do think it's going to be closer than.
I don't think it's going to be pretty from Drake May. I think it's going to be kind of ugly.
Yeah, I do think, as much as obviously I'm a Patriots guy, I do think Drake May shows a little bit of that young quarterback, dealing
Yeah,
with pressure,
him.
struggles a little bit. I think he has a meh first half, and then the second half he kind of picks it up.
I
But because
think.
of a meh first half, people have a bit of doubt in their minds.
I think it might be a little bit sloppy all around. Maybe not. It's just playoffs are different. Having that home field is massive, and
Yeah,
having it for uh, at least this game, and if you win the next one for sure too.
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
that's two that's a big
Two home
confidence thing.
games,
It's
yeah,
way easier to be playing at home,
100%.
especially depending on where you are playing in the playoffs.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think the Patriots win that.
yeah. And then
And
Texans
then
Steelers.
Monday Night Football, Texans Steelers. Pittsburgh's begging for a playoff win. Um,
Yeah,
they finally get a game at home. It's been a few years. We've
yeah,
been
yeah,
on the road to Buffalo. I was there in person, saw that loss. That was with Mason Rudolph at quarterback and no TJ
yeah,
Watt. Don't think that was necessarily the game difference, but we almost came. There was almost a comeback there.
yeah.
Um, that was the coldest football game of all time. At least it felt like it. Uh,
Yeah, I guess it'll actually be a
Pittsburgh's
little
been to
like,
Kansas City. They got smoked by the Chiefs. That was Big Ben's final game. That was just a completely depleted offense. I remember that game because Pittsburgh took the lead 7-0 off a TJ Watt touchdown. And then last year we went into Baltimore.
yeah. I do think usually a benefit for some of the teams that play in colder climates is they're more used to it compared to the warmer climates.
Yep.
That's actually where I think the Texans are a bit lucky because it's actually it's still
Yeah, it's
chilly,
still
but
gonna be cold.
it's a little warmer up north than it typically is this time of year.
A little bit.
But I still think Houston will struggle with that naturally, as a lot of the warm climate teams do. I mean, look at Tua; he could never play in Buffalo.
No.
Like,
But he went to school at Alabama. He's from Hawaii. Like
yeah,
he's just a warm weather dude
yeah,
all around.
yeah. I do think it'll be a low scoring game, just with
Yeah,
the Steelers'
two good
offense being
defenses.
hit and miss sometimes, and then the Texans' defense has just been insane all year. And then obviously the Steelers' defense is very good as
Yeah,
well.
I don't necessarily think the Steelers' offense is hit or miss. I just think they're a very patient offense where their game plan isn't necessarily to just attack.
Yeah, I
They're
find it's a
they're very
lot
much
of
a
yeah,
break you down, tire you out over the course of the game, and then that early fourth quarter tight game, that's where it's like, okay, now we start expanding the playbook.
yeah,
Now we start doing stuff you haven't seen us run,
exactly.
and
Which then
that's where we completely catch you off guard because
yeah,
you've locked into that.
yeah,
I think Pittsburgh, biased or not, I think Pittsburgh wins. I think Rodgers has been um, elite regardless of numbers. Like everything is there for him. He's not. He's no rookie to playoffs.
yeah,
He's found a groove in Pittsburgh. Uh, cold weather, that's nothing to him.
yeah.
So
I do think
I think when it comes down to that late game moment where you need at least a field goal or a touchdown, I think he's going to come through for you on that. And I think Pittsburgh can find a way to win a low scoring game against a very good Houston defense.
Yeah, I do think the thing that actually kind of helps the Steelers a bit is, I mean, Houston's defense is really good at taking away the run and the medium length pass. But if you watch the Steelers' offense, like a lot of their offense is run through Gainwell and Warren, whether it's running the ball or short little throws where they gain 5 yards. If you can consistently do that, you're going to get your first downs. You're going to get down the field, and even if you end up with a field goal, your defense is good enough that you can stop Houston. CJ Stroud has not been
No,
the
that's
rookie version of himself.
yeah, that's the other thing is I'm not super worried about Pittsburgh's defense
Yeah.
necessarily
The only thing that
stopping.
sucks is in a one game playoff, anything can happen.
Yeah, one
But
bad game on either side of the ball can end your season.
exactly.
But I think enough guys on the Pittsburgh team uh, have been in this situation before. I think last week was essentially a playoff game for them.
Yep, 100%.
Uh, I think if anything, that game probably gave me more stress than this week will, just because it's
Yeah.
Baltimore. Um,
Yeah, you don't want to. It's
so
like the Jays Yankees. Like, you'd rather lose
yeah,
to anyone else.
yeah. So I think they finally have what it takes to get a win. Whether it's the only game they win in the playoffs this year or not, that's completely separate. But I think they will win this game. I think they kind of have to win this game,
Yeah.
or else there's going to be a lot of changes.
Yeah. And in my bracket, I do have the Texans.
Yeah, which I
Moving
mean,
on.
you can be incorrect on that, and that's okay.
So I guess our brackets will be different here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you have Pat's.
I have
Texans?
Pat's Steelers. I
Pat's
have
Steelers.
I have the Patriots winning that. That game would be
Okay.
in New England.
Hold on. Before we move there, do we want to move to the three other first round matchups in the AFC?
It doesn't matter.
Might as well do that. Just go round by round. So
Okay.
let's go Rams, Panthers.
Yeah.
Rams.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see the Panthers in the playoffs. That's what I
No,
wanted to
I'm
see.
glad for them.
I
I
didn't
wanna
want to
see
watch the Bucks.
I want to see what Bryce Young can do.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I think they'll put up a fight. I think at the end of the day, I kind of have the Rams not completely blowing them out, but definitely knocking them down. I mean, I did score predictions. I have 34-17 for the Rams. I think the Panthers will play a good first half. I think first half will kind of be close. Rams fans might be a little concerned, and then second half they're just going to blow it open.
Yeah, that probably sounds a bit accurate as to what I have.
I mean, I'd like to see the Panthers win, but I mean, the Rams offense has just been so
yeah,
good.
no,
I don't see the Carolina defense stopping them the whole game.
Niners Seahawks or Niners Eagles.
Yeah, I hate the Eagles, so I'm going Niners. I also do think the Niners will win.
I don't like the Eagles, but I think they are going to win. As much as the Niners have been a very solid overall team,
Yeah,
I think a lot of it might come from last week, and I think that might have just killed them. And I don't think that's an easy game to bounce back from. So I think going in, it's in Philly, I believe.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're gonna be able to do that. CMC is gonna get his 200 touches regardless.
I'm going. That's the reason I'm going Niners is obviously you have CMC, but also like before last week, Brock Purdy was playing unreal the couple weeks before.
Yeah.
I think he has the ability to bounce back. You've got Kittle is healthy, Pearsall is healthy, Juwan Jennings is healthy, and then, like you said, CMC is going to get his 200 touches. I think it's going to be close for sure, but I do think the Niners will get by the Eagles.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
I mean, yeah, I would like to see the Niners win and not see the Eagles, but I just don't see that happening personally. I think the Eagles win.
That's fair.
Yeah. Packers, Bears. I think we have the same for this.
Of course
I
we
have
do.
the Bears.
You think I would take Ian's team?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care whether it's his team or not, but
Yeah, no, I just think Caleb Williams has taken a huge step this year.
I think the Packers are just choke artists.
That too, like their offense. I know I said the Steelers' offense has been kind of hit or miss. The Packers' offense has been hit or miss.
Yeah,
Like
they're really hit or miss. Jordan Love's very hit or miss.
exactly, and he's been much better at limiting interceptions this year. I'll give
Yeah,
him that. But I just think the Bears' offense has just been on another level
yeah,
the second half of the season.
yeah. No, I'll take the Bears.
And yeah, I just don't see. I know Jacobs is still not 100% healthy either for Green Bay. And
Yeah,
Jaden Reed, even though he's back, he hasn't done much when he's played
yeah.
since coming back. So I don't think that's going to have a huge impact. So I think the Bears take it pretty handedly.
I think Chicago has been waiting too long for this to not win this game.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
been a long time coming, especially then to get the Packers
Yeah,
in their own building. Yeah, I
yeah.
think they win that. So
And then,
let's stay on the NFC. I have Bears Eagles.
I have Bears Rams.
So
So you go first.
I got Bears Eagles. I have the Bears winning that.
I like
I think
that.
they
Yeah.
stay hot.
Yeah.
I think they can make it to the NFC Championship. I think that's as far as they make it, but I think they can make it.
Yeah.
And then I have Rams Seahawks. I think the Rams get their revenge and they win this.
Okay. So I got Rams Bears. I do have the Rams stopping the Bears. I think the Rams offense is just so lethal. Stafford knows how to do it in the playoffs, and I don't think the Bears play bad. Like I did score predictions. I have it 28-27 for the Rams. Like
Thought we
I
were doing
have
those
it.
after.
Pardon me.
Thought we were doing those after.
We can, but I'm more so just saying that to try and talk about my point of it's going to be a close game. Like
Yeah,
I'm not sitting here saying the Rams are going to blow out the Bears and Caleb Williams is going to struggle. Like it's going to be a good game, and I just think the Rams barely squeak it out. And then Seahawks Niners. I think the Niners season comes to an end here. I mean, we saw what happened last week,
yeah.
and
I don't blame you for
I
that.
did say in the last pod that I
I was
think the
gonna say you
Seahawks.
did
I
take the Niners to go to the Super
I
Bowl.
did, and but I also said I think the Seahawks defense had looked a little meh for a couple weeks, and I thought they were going to crumble, and they just flipped a switch and they just shut down the Niners.
Yeah,
Like
they did.
they get up out of bed to do it. So
Yeah,
I had the Seahawks moving on, so I have the Seahawks and Rams in the championship
and
there.
who do you have out of that game?
I have the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl
Okay. See,
over the Rams.
I have Rams Bears, and I have the Rams going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, we'll head back to the other side. So I have
Yep.
Bills Broncos.
I have that too.
I think
I have the Bills.
I do have the Bills. I
Yep.
I like the Broncos, but I don't like they've kind of been the Chiefs from last year where
Yep.
yeah, they've had a good year, but they never they haven't had many games where it's like, oh yeah, like they're gonna win. Like they've had a lot of
Yep.
late game comebacks. They haven't looked good in the first half of almost any game all year. And you can't afford to do that in the playoffs, especially against the
Yeah.
Bills. I mean, if
Yeah.
the Bills defense gets rolling, they get rolling, and Josh Allen, James Cook, I mean, they'll just figure it
I
out.
think. Yeah, I think Josh Allen would have to Superman his way to that win.
Yeah.
I think he. I'll say it right now. I think he has 3 total touchdowns if that game happens.
It wouldn't even surprise me.
But yeah, I got the Bills, and then I have Pat Steelers.
And I have Pat's Texans. So I'll go first because I know
Yeah.
you'll probably ramble with your Steelers. Texans defense is obviously good, but
Yeah.
their offense, like I mentioned, even though I had them get by the Steelers, I don't think it's going to be pretty offensively for them. And then I think that the offensive struggles will continue into New England, who obviously they'll be going into New England. And then I think if Drake May is able to get through that one game and then is able to kind of, we talked about how it might be a bit of a rough one. If he can, learn from his mistakes and get back to his form, which I think he'll do no problem. Even if he doesn't, both Henderson and Stevenson have been really good. So I think the Pats get by the Texans to set up Pats Bills, which would be an unreal
Would be great.
championship game.
Yeah, I mean, for you being a Pats fan, if the bracket plays out that way where Houston does come to New England, If Drake May does have any troubles, you kind of better hope that he figures it out because
Because
Houston's
against
going to be
that
coming in hot.
and against that
Yeah.
defense too, he's gonna
So
have to.
um, I also have the same AFC Championship game. I don't think Pittsburgh is going to go into New England for the second time this year and get a win. I don't think it's unrealistic for them to do that, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Um, I think it may not be as much of the offense. I think it may just be the defense not being able to stop it in the end. Uh, yeah, it's a tough game for Pittsburgh, and to get getting one win would be good. It's a little bit of an awkward situation still because it's not where you want to be, but I think I think they lose that game, and it's a Bills Patriots AFC Championship.
Yeah.
And out of that, I have the Bills
And
because I think that even though this year's been very different, I think the uh, the Bills owning the Patriots over the last few years is going to come back, and I think they win that game.
stupid prediction. No, yeah, I mean, so obviously I have Bills Patriots too. I do think the Bills could come out of this game and go to the Super Bowl just as easy as the Pats could. I think it'll be a dogfight till the end.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
and in games like that, it takes one mistake from either team
Yeah,
um, to break it open. So I do have the Pats going on,
yep,
but it's a very tough game. I mean, you look at the game we lost against them, we had them, and then our defense crumbled, and that was the worst
yep,
display of defense we had all year. If we can even cut that in half,
yeah,
then we win that
yeah,
game. So that's where I do have the confidence at least. And at that point, if the Pats are getting to that point, Drake May clearly has been good enough in the
yeah.
playoffs.
No, for
So I
sure.
don't think that would be an issue.
Yeah,
So it'll be it'll come down to the defense of the Pats holding up against Allen and the Bills.
yeah.
So I do have the Pats going on for a rematch of Super Bowl 49 between the Patriots and the Seahawks.
And I'm gonna take a wild guess as to who you have winning that game.
I do have the Patriots, but it's not like, oh, Patriots are going to win. Like
No,
it's very like
no.
50-50, and I had to lean one way, and so obviously I just took the bias lean and leaned towards the Pats, but
Yeah, I would do the same
like
if I were you. But
in this, like, I think if it's high scoring, it's the Pats. But if it's a low scoring game, the Seahawks are winning.
I think if your scenario pans out, I think the Seahawks would beat the Patriots. I think. All right, boys. Well, we had a little mishap with the mics.
Mike's died on us, but
It won't be the first time it happens,
no,
but
not at all.
it is
But
what it is.
anyways, well, we did record another like 20 minutes or whatever
Yep, we
until we
did.
realized they were dead. So we're gonna speed this up really quick. So Judah's final Super Bowl prediction,
I have Rams, Bills, Super Bowl. I have the Rams beating the Bills.
and then I have Patriots Seahawks. I do have the Patriots
Yep.
taking it.
All right, we're gonna go into now. We are gonna go team by team. Just give a super brief rundown. Um,
Of each team season.
yeah, of each team and their season. We're gonna go just standings overall. Start at the very bottom. Titans, love Cam Ward. Don't really know what else you can really do with that team. They have no one else.
Yeah, they don't have anyone else.
Cardinals didn't necessarily think they'd be that bad,
No.
but also don't really care either.
Yeah. Do you want to rotate teams back and forth here? So I'll do Jets, you do Raiders.
Oh,
Just go quick.
doesn't matter.
Jets thought they were going to be good. Good week one, and then just fell off a cliff.
Love Justin Fields.
Yeah.
He's not the problem in my opinion,
No.
but Raiders. No one really cares about the Raiders. Probably get Max Crosby. I think he'll leave after they sat him these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's got to get out of there. Giants, Cam Scadaboo, unfortunate injury, but he looks really good. Giants, if Malik Neighbors is healthy, Scadaboo's healthy, Dart's healthy, they should be pretty decent next year.
Yeah, I think they can win 7 games.
Yeah.
I like Jackson Dart
and
Scadaboo and
Yeah.
Neighbors. So Washington, super disappointing for them.
Yeah, I mean Daniels couldn't stay
injuries,
healthy.
injuries killed.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, just not what you want to see
Yeah.
from them.
The Browns, Shitter's not great. The Browns, they're the Browns, a good defense and then non-existent offense.
Browns are going to be the Browns. Stefanski's fired.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it might get even worse next year. I didn't really think he was the problem or necessarily a bad head coach, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Saints, they had
Tyler Shaw, however you say his name, he actually didn't do bad for them after he came in. So maybe they can. I think they'll take a step back next year, but not a bad way to end the year.
Yeah.
Chiefs, so glad they're
Love
not in the
to see it.
playoffs, but you got to feel bad for Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks in the game.
Yeah, you don't want to see injuries. I'm just glad that his injury didn't affect their chances at making the playoffs.
Yeah.
But yeah, love to see that record.
And then he goes down, and then backup quarterback gets injured.
Yeah.
Very next week, and now you're on your third string. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Bengals get a defense for Joe Burrow and get an O-line for Joe Burrow, and you'd be a pretty scary team.
I mean, I think by the time they do that, he's going to be out of there. But
that's also true.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Dolphins. Typical Dolphins. I think Quinn Ewers takes over next year, though. I think Tua is either out of there or he's just not the starter anymore.
Cowboys, they're the most fun 7-win team you could ever watch.
Yeah, they were fun to watch. Dak kind of screwed me over. I had a bet for him to lead all quarterbacks in passing yards, and he was leading going into Week 18 and then barely played in Week 18. So,
George, come home. We miss you. We love and we miss you, man.
Yeah, he had a great year.
If they got a defense, they could be a fun team to watch.
Yeah. Falcons, worst 8-9 team I've ever watched.
Yeah,
not
I
great.
would agree with that. I like Bijan.
I like Bijan. I like Drake London, but
yeah,
got to get a consistent quarterback.
Bucks, underwhelming for them.
Yeah,
injuries.
Injuries
did a little bit of damage, but yeah, I mean, I like Baker. I like Igbuka. I don't really hate the Bucks or anything.
I think they'll bounce back next year.
Yeah, I would imagine so too.
Ravens.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I knew you'd be happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, injuries. Lamar was not healthy for most of the year. Even when he was playing, he wasn't all that healthy.
And he sucks.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Colts,
ultimate collapse. 8-2 to 8-9.
Worst collapse of all time.
Phillip Rivers actually didn't play that bad. He's just obviously not. He's not gonna get you wins. He's just gonna get you competitive games.
But to lose 7 in a row to end your season is just the worst.
Really tough.
To go
Panthers. I'm very happy to see them in the playoffs. Like, really wanted them to get in over the Bucks. I'd love to see what Bryce Young can do. I don't think they're gonna win a game, but it's just nice to see different teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I don't know how well they'll do in playoffs, but you know what? To see them there is all right. I like Bryce Young, so I'm glad to see him get a bit of a shot.
Yeah. Detroit Lions took a step back without Ben Johnson, which I predicted was going to happen as soon as they lost him.
Yeah.
Couldn't be consistent. That one stretch Gibbs had 3 touchdowns, no touchdowns, 3-0, 3-0. You can't really do that and expect to be a good team.
Yeah,
consistently.
They have all the players there. They just, just missing something. But I don't watch enough Lions football to necessarily know that. So
yeah,
Vikings.
McCarthy.
I think they'll
just
be better
sucked.
next year.
They'll be
not that great.
They'll be better next year, but McCarthy was not great. But I don't think that's who he is. Like who he was this year. I think he's better than that.
Yeah,
and I think he'll build a connection with Jefferson, assuming he's still there next year.
I think he'll still be there next year.
I've heard the rumors that he might be gone. I don't think he will be, but rumors are rumors.
Yeah.
Packers, inconsistent offense.
Yeah.
And Jacobs with a lingering injury going into playoffs is not ideal.
Yeah.
Jaden Reed coming back from injury didn't do much.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much rocking the offense they had all year with a injured Jacobs, which isn't ideal, but overall not the worst season.
Overall a solid team.
Yeah. We'll pass on the Steelers for now.
Yeah, we'll save the Steelers.
Chargers 11-6, got off to a good start and then kind of coasted down the stretch. I do really like Justin Herbert.
I like Justin Herbert.
And I like Ladd McConkey.
I'm just worried for his O-line.
Yeah, and I mean, they got a tough matchup week 1 in the playoffs with Pat. So
yeah, they do.
That'll be tough.
Eagles.
Eagles hate them. Hate Jalen Hurts. Would love to see them lose, but they're the Eagles. They find their way somehow. Um, even though I have
Yeah.
them losing, it wouldn't shock me if they beat the Niners in the first round. Saquon took a
Yeah.
step back, but that was kind of expected after last year. I mean,
Yeah.
he had a year for the record books last year, so
Yeah. Bears, bit of a surprising year for them, but overall a good turnaround. Caleb Williams is gay, regardless. But no, good season for them. So uh, yeah, I would be surprised if they don't get a playoff win a little bit.
yeah, I have
You're a
them
little
beating
close
Green. I
there, eh?
have them beating Green Bay all day.
Don't eat the mic.
I'm not
You're
eating
a
the
little
mic. Look at
close.
my levels, dude.
No,
Trust me.
trust me.
My
Pull
levels
back.
are the same as
Trust
you.
me. Pull back just a little bit.
My levels are the same as
Trust
you.
me.
My levels are the same as
I
you.
know this stuff.
Niners. CMC had his 200 touches.
Per game.
Purdy was pretty good, but I mean, I have them beating the Eagles, but it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to them for fighting through all the injuries they had. That wasn't easy for them. So for them to pull out a 12-5 record, to be honest, that's pretty good
Yeah,
stuff.
it's pretty
I think
impressive.
they'll win a playoff game. I mean, I don't have well, no, I don't have them winning a playoff game, but it wouldn't be surprising if they do win a
If they do,
playoff game.
yeah.
And
I
if they
mean,
do, they have a chance to go all the way.
yeah. Bills 12-5.
A little bit of a down year for them.
Yeah, it's just we
In the
kind of
sense
talk.
of recency bias, I
Yeah, well,
guess.
and we also kind of talked about it at the start of the year. They don't have a great roster per se
No, not
of
really.
players, but they have Josh Allen
And
and
James Cook.
James Cook.
Yep.
The Rams, Puka Nacua is just a freak of nature.
Stafford is still an MVP.
Yeah, Stafford ages like fine wine. Um,
Houston.
Houston,
I like Houston.
their defense definitely carried them to
Yep.
be 12-5. But I love C.J. Stroud. I'd love to see him get back to form.
Yep.
If that can happen, that'd be awesome. But still, to be 12-5, and they have a legitimate chance to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so can't complain there.
Yeah, no, I like some of the guys they have. I love CJ Stroud. I love Nico Collins. I love Derek Stingley. And I love Will Anderson.
Yep. The Jags, it's awesome seeing different teams in the playoffs. That's
Yeah.
like my big thing. Like I can't stand, the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning always being the top dogs in the NHL. The Chiefs always being the top dogs
Yep.
in the NFL with the Eagles, right? It's nice to see those new teams.
Yeah.
And not just like a wild card team, right? The Jags
Yeah.
are 13-4. So Trevor Lawrence has been on a tear, so hopefully he keeps it up.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone really expected them to go 13-4.
No,
Good, yeah, but that good, not necessarily. But
I am hoping BTJ will be healthy. I got a notification that he got injured in the game last week, so hopefully he's all right.
Yeah.
If he's all right, I think they can win. But if not,
yeah,
might be in trouble.
Patriots save that.
Yeah, Seahawks 14-3, unreal defense. JSN out of nowhere, just insane season.
Yep.
And then cap it off with the Broncos, kind of like the Chiefs from last year, honestly.
Yeah.
A lot of games were a lot closer than they should have been, but they found a way to win, and the record shows 14-3. So when you find a way to win, you get
when it works, I guess.
Yeah, when you find a way to win, you get rewarded for it. So
yeah.
All right, we'll go more in depth here.
Yeah, we'll go Patriots. Week 1, lose to the Raiders. Expectations weren't really high then.
But, no, yeah, week one's week one. It's like it sucks losing to the Raiders, but at that time, Ashton Genty as a rookie, people were a little higher on the Raiders than they ended up finishing, right? So when people saw that, they're like, okay, like that was kind of expected. The Raiders, I'm pretty sure, were favorites in that game.
They were favorites, yeah.
Then you bounce back, you beat the Dolphins.
Yep.
A huge win in Miami.
Yep.
Then you go home, play the Steelers, you lose a tough one.
Yep.
But again, then you rebound, you kill the Panthers, and at that point, it's like, okay, you're 2-2, you've rebounded from 2 losses, each one with a win. So you're like, all right, like this is seeming like a 500 potentially wildcard team.
And you look at their schedule, and it's like, all right, well, we got Buffalo next, and this could be one of the biggest make or break games because it's either going to be
Buffalo.
Like, in Buffalo too, where it's like either we show we can hang with these top teams, or it just kind of goes how it's been going the last few years, and it's not really close or competitive.
Exactly, and that's when the Drake May. I'm not even gonna say glaze, but that's the only word coming to my head. But that's when like everyone started to realize how good he is and how good he can be,
Yeah.
and what he can do. Stephon Diggs had a great game,
Yep.
and then you get that game-winning drive to a field goal, and then
Yeah.
you get a big win there, and then you go to New
I
Orleans.
think that Buffalo win is their biggest win of the season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely top two, if not the best. And then you go to New Orleans, much tighter game than it should have been, but a win's a win. You squeak it out on the road. A road win's always a good win to get.
Yeah.
You go to Tennessee, that's a given, 31-13. Don't even need to talk about that one. Home against the Browns. You smoke them 32-13, but the Browns actually had a decent defense all year. So to put up 32 against them, that's
Yeah.
a good sign that your offense is clicking. Barely get by the Falcons. That game a little closer than it should have been,
Yeah.
but again, that's one of those games you look at it, you go, a win's a win.
For
They're
sure.
not all pretty, but
You take that win.
if it's a W, it's a W.
Yep.
Then against the Bucks at the time, the Bucks were expected to be a playoff team, and you get the win. I think the Bucks were like 5-1, maybe. Like they started pretty good, I thought.
Yeah, they were definitely like considered to be a top contender at
Yeah,
that point. So it definitely was a good game from that perspective.
yeah. And then you smoke the Jets. Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Pretty
You
much.
beat them 27-14.
Yeah.
And then the Bengals, your defense holds them to 20. Obviously, they have a solid, high-powered offense. And then again, you should probably be beating them by more than 6. But again, a win's a win. That's kind of the almost a theme the Patriots had all year is they did play in a decent amount of close games. But that's also what gives me a bit of confidence in Drake May is,
Yeah.
he showed that he can win in tight games and
Yeah.
he can have good stretches at the end of a game. So that's what you need in playoffs. You beat the Giants 33-15, and then you get a huge bye week in week 14.
Yeah, you
I
needed a
think
bye week going into Buffalo there. That's the perfect time
yeah,
for it.
and like to have I would you rather have your bye week like first or second bye week of the season or
No,
like right
late.
near the end?
Late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, that's huge. You host Buffalo, dominate the first half, and then you send out your third practice squad for the second half. That's what it looked like. It was atrocious.
Yeah.
Some bad calls. You get a interception and somehow it's called PI. That totally makes sense. So that was a bit unfortunate. Um, but again, we said it on the clip that didn't record. It's very uncommon to sweep a divisional opponent, especially when
Yeah.
they're as good as Buffalo. So if you can at least split that, that's what you need to do. You need to win
A,
at least one.
a good divisional opponent, more often than not, you're happy to split.
Exactly.
Um,
And
yeah.
again, what did they do? They bounced back. They beat the Ravens. And
Yeah.
again, Drake May came up big late in the game, 2 fourth quarter touchdowns to end up winning that game.
Yeah, that was
Then
big.
and then you end the year with the Jets and the Dolphins. You smoke them both. You beat them combined 80-20.
Yeah.
So 2 statement wins, obviously against 2 bad teams. But again, those
Yeah.
are the games where you have to win. And if those are close games, you're going into the playoffs like, man, we barely got by the Jets or we barely got by the Dolphins. No, you're
Yeah.
going in, you're like, all right, we're in a good spot. Like, didn't even have to worry about those games. So
Yeah.
I like the outlook here going against the Chargers. It's
The the
still going to be a tough game, but
the biggest thing for those last two games is not having to play your starters the whole game and allowing them
yeah.
that rest before
And
playoffs.
I think the other big thing too is they didn't play down to their opponent, especially going into
No, true.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a big thing in sports is playing down to your opponent, and they did anything but that. So that was huge.
Yeah.
All right, let's move over to the Steelers.
Yeah. There's a lot of ups and downs this season. Start off, you go to New York. You don't really know what to expect from anyone. It's the Steelers' first game with A-Rod. A-Rod also coming back from not being healthy.
Yeah.
So you have absolutely no idea what you're going to get out of him.
Yeah.
And then you have, on the other side, you have Justin Fields, who was with Pittsburgh season before, played good, only played the first 6 games. So he definitely played that game with a bit of a chip on
A
his
chip on his
shoulder.
shoulder for sure.
Yeah.
And
So
he did play like he actually had a really good game.
yeah, he played a really good game. Um, at the end of the day, you come out with a win.
Yeah,
Your new guys showed out. Rodgers had a great game.
yeah,
Jalen Ramsey sealed the game.
yeah,
And that was a big win when you factor in that they lost to Seattle the next week.
yeah. And
Uh,
again, like especially in week one, it's
yeah,
you can go back and look at it, but that's a different Pittsburgh team than what is now playing on the field,
yeah, for sure.
obviously,
Yeah,
right? So you can scratch it and get the win at least.
yeah. So you lose to Seattle. Um, at the time being, it wasn't a great loss. Looking back on it now, not really that bad with how good
Yeah,
Seattle
it's
is.
not a shocker now.
And then you take another game like beating the Patriots. You kind of go into that game looking to beat them by a few scores.
You beat them
You
by
beat
a
them by a
touchdown.
touchdown. Looking back on that game now, that's one of your most impressive
That's a
wins.
huge win. Yeah,
Um, hop across the pond, you go to Ireland, you play the Vikings. A game that Pittsburgh dominated for the most part and made it allowed the Vikings back into it at
yeah,
the end. Either way, you have a win. You go into your bye
yeah.
week.
They earned themselves a Guinness after that win.
Yeah. Oh yeah. A Rod was throwing his perks in the Guinness that night. He was washing them down. Uh, you come back home, you beat the Browns in a not close game either.
Yeah,
Do
it's
what you
one
have
that
to
you need to
do.
dominate.
You hit a bit of a halt. You lose to the Bengals on the road. It's not the worst. It's not the best, especially going
Yeah,
into the Packers, which you then also lose in a not so close game.
yeah. And then
That's where you
the
start to
biggest thing
worry.
there is when you lose two, and then you look ahead and you got the Colts and Chargers next.
Yeah. Um, Thankfully, they bounced back, and the score won't show you that, but they beat the Colts pretty handedly.
Yeah.
Uh, I think the one touchdown was garbage time. I
Well, and
remember that.
it was realistically 27-17. The Colts got a field goal with 13 seconds
Or
on the
that's
clock,
okay.
and
Maybe the touchdown and field goal were
their
both kind of
touchdown was out with 4:30 left and a field goal with
yeah,
13 left. So
exactly. So
realistically, it was 27-10 Pittsburgh for
yeah,
most of
yeah,
that game until the very end, and it didn't matter. You got the win.
yeah. Safe to say, not a game Steelers or Colts fan were really expecting, but
No.
glad it worked out.
Yep.
You go to LA, you lose a Sunday night football game versus the Chargers. Not great, but
Yeah.
uh, those games they're gonna happen. Come back home, you beat the Bengals pretty good. That was good. You go to Chicago. You know the Bears. We knew they're good at this point. Um, Losing that game wasn't great. Also, didn't have A Rod, so that plays a bit of a factor, but still would have been
Yeah.
nice to win. And looks like the world's falling now after you lose to the Bills. You had that game in the first half. You're up 10-3 or 7-3 going into halftime. It's
Yeah.
looking like a typical Steeler football game where it's low scoring. You have a lead, and then you just throw it away right out
Yeah.
of the gate.
The fumble to start the second
Um,
half was when it started to go really downhill, and then you had to throw in Rudolph because of the hit on A Rod, and then he throws a pick on like the second play he's in
yeah,
there, and it's like it just crumbled.
yeah. So that happened. They're in person nightmare. Not fun to be around.
I had a good time.
I mean, I had a good time
I mean,
outside of the game itself,
yeah,
but for you being your first NFL game with
yeah,
no
but like as a
implications,
Pats fan, obviously I would have been perfectly happy with the Steelers winning,
yeah, no, for
but
sure. Yeah, I
you
mean,
know,
you said that in the vlog pretty clearly that you wanted them to win. But once again, bounce back. You
yeah,
beat the Ravens in a game that you essentially had to win because at this point you almost have to win out with Baltimore heating up.
yeah, yeah,
Um, you beat the Ravens on the road. A-Rod plays what I would say is second best game of the season.
yeah, he was really good.
You smacked the Dolphins at home. You did what you needed to do there.
Yeah, and then you go to
Uh,
Detroit,
you go to Detroit in what was a massive game. Uh,
huge.
Both teams fighting for playoff lives for the most part.
Yeah,
You completely stuff Gibbs.
yeah, I was gonna say we talked about that.
Yeah, we went
The
into depth
first
on
pod
that.
is like 16. Well, if you count Goss -1, 15 rush yards
Yeah,
allowed in that game
yeah,
against a team that's got two,
yeah,
arguably the best the best backfield in
yeah.
football.
So either way you go in, you come out with a crazy. And Big win.
Crucial win, yeah.
You lose sort of a trap game in between the Lions and Ravens to the
Yeah.
Browns on the road. It's
When
just,
you're not worried at all.
I mean, well, you are worried.
You were.
I wasn't. No, there's no reason to be worried.
No, yeah.
You just put up an offensive stinker. Steelers Ravens, that was a good one. Lot to talk about. I'll try and fire it through pretty quickly though.
Yeah.
First half, Steeler football. You're down 10-3 going in the half. It is what it is. Second half, come out, you score a touchdown right away, you respond, you do what you need to do. Pretty good stuff, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a game you had to win.
it was a game you had to win. It was one of the better games I've ever seen. A-Rod touchdown to Calvin Austin at the end. I thought that sealed it. And then he missed the kick, and I'm like, nope, that's actually going to cost us now the game.
Yeah.
Because they're now for sure going to go kick a field goal.
Yeah.
And
wide right.
The rest happened. Yeah.
Wide right. I feel bad for him. Rookie
don't.
kicker. This is a huge kick. I know you
I
don't, but
Well, he actually made my nice list of the week. I have a naughty and a nice list here for this week's game. He's actually number 1 on my nice list. Number 2 on my nice list is Cam Hayward for the game he played.
Yeah.
Number 3 on my nice list, Jackson Markwood. He's my boy. Number 4 is my other buddy who I always text.
Yeah.
Logan.
Yeah.
Number 5 on my nice list is my boy Nathaniel, who took a punch for chirping a Ravens fan on vacation in Mexico, and he's not even a Steeler fan. He is a diehard Bills fan.
That's so funny.
And the last thing on my nice list is anyone who liked my Instagram story. Because there was actually there was a few people though. Number 1 on my naughty list who can suck it, Ian Murdoch. Suck it. Number 2 on my naughty list.
Oh, he wanted the Ravens to win so bad.
Number 2 on my naughty list who can suck it, Baltimore Ravens. Number 3 who can suck it, Baltimore Ravens fans. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. You played a decent game, but you can suck it. Number 5, Derrick Henry. Number 6, John Harbaugh. Number 7, Myles Garrett. You didn't play in this game. You got the softest sack record ever, brother. TJ Watt did it in 2 less games. So for that, you can suck it. One other thing I want to touch on before going in the playoffs. Do you know Mike Tomlin's Monday night record?
I do not.
Chance? He's played in 25 games.
Okay, let me take a guess here.
On Monday nights.
Let me take a guess here.
Yep.
17-8.
22-3.
Oh,
you know what that record is at home on Monday nights?
11-0.
12-0. He's never lost. So
that's a sign. That's a sign.
It makes me feel a lot better. So yeah, that was a game and a half. That's all I really got on it for right now. We'll see how playoffs goes, but yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all we got for today, right?
Yeah, we're gonna wrap her up. Some mic malfunctions, some camera malfunctions. This hour-long podcast has taken about 3 hours.
Swench, use our code there, boys.
Yeah, quenchhydration.ca. Use our code 24pod, get 15% off.
Yep.
Great drink, electrolytes, great flavor.
Yeah. We'll post brackets.
Yeah, so brackets. Playoff brackets will be posted on Instagram.
Yep.
Maybe before this pod comes out or right after.
Yep.
And then
we'll see you guys soon.
There was one other thing.
You better make it quick.
Be on the lookout Friday morning. There should be another pod coming. That one will likely be a Zoom pod.
Yep.
But we will make sure we get that out for you guys on a bit of MLB news, some NHL, and a World Junior recap that you guys can look forward to.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully it goes better next time, technology-wise.